In this episode of the Daily Edit, we're going to talk about editing portrait photos using Snapseed. Coming up. In today's episode, we're going to talk about editing portrait photos in Snapseed, so let's get right into it. We're going to launch Snapseed here, and I've got the portrait photo pulled up that I want to edit. And typically a portrait photo, for our purposes, is any photo that contains a face that's the primary focus of the image. And they're typically, not always, but typically looking at the camera in the photograph, which makes it a little bit easier to edit. So in Snapseed, there's a dedicated tool for portrait. And what this does is help edit the photo to highlight that individual's face. And so you can see as soon as we go in, it does begin to apply an automatic edit. Once again, you can choose with the options across the bottom whether you have a pale, fair, medium, or dark face, as well as the various tools that you want to edit within the portrait mode, which are face spotlight, skin smoothing, and eye clarity. So you can see as we scroll these sliders, the effect that it has on the face. You got to be careful not to overdo it, but depending on your subject, this is going to create quite a difference in the photo. All right, let's commit those changes. Then we'll look at the before and after. Before and after. It just creates a little bit of a highlight there on the face to draw our focus into the face there. Along with those portrait settings, again, depending on the lighting and the subject, the glamour glow may provide additional softening or enhancements. That may be a little much there. We can go through those. That one actually looks pretty good. Bring the intensity down just a little bit. And then along with that, once again, it's probably a pretty good idea to add a vignette, the intensity of which will again depend on your photo. That may be a little strong there, so let's dial that back. All right, and there we have it. There's the before. Not a bad photo, but doesn't necessarily draw you into the subject's face. And then there's the after. Before and after. To me, that looks like a much more pleasing portrait photo, and then from there you can export it for your purposes, whether it's to maintain the aspect or to set a specific aspect ratio for the social media platform of your choice. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Daily Edit. If you've gotten value out of this episode, it'd be great for you to subscribe, ring that bell for notifications of future episodes and future live streams. Thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the Daily Edit. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If so, please feel free to subscribe. Check that notification.